Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick video. I've been drinking some more tea lately. That's nice. Today, I'm gonna make my own extension cables. I've been doing this since 2010, 09. I saw my friend Gilbert making his own power strips. I'm like, I followed suit. Been doing it ever since. And the great thing about making your own, number one, you can just have these. So you can buy these, just single plug into that. So if you have those big fat adapters that you want to smash someone's face in with, you could let them be the power bricks that they were supposed to be, and just plug it into something like this. Well, the wire's not there yet, so I have to make the wire. And the great thing is you can make them as long as you want. Here we go, my big multi-tool. I'm a next tool guy, because Leatherman is great. Gerber is not as great. Next tools are cheaper, and they do the job. I know people like to show off their EDC, everyday carry. They like to show off that they have a Leatherman that they barely use. Don't kid with me. Don't joke around. You barely use that thing. I use this all the time. Like my multi-tool, especially this one. I use this all the time. It's a tiny next tool. And this plier, these pliers get used all the time. This used to get used all the time, but now I have this. This is a Jerry Rig everything knife. Yeah, I bought one. These are great. This is amazing. And there's also the cheaper versions, which I think are in their own way superior because of the way you can open them up. These are even better for opening boxes, but this is fine. How long should I? Because I only need a little bit, because the one I'm using for my filament dry box right now, too long. It's an older one. Alright. You buy 4 meters of wire for like, I don't know, 100 pesos. Maybe even cheaper if you know where to look. Just bought this from Raon. I only need this much. The cable is already there with my filament dry box. If you know what that is, it's for drying 3D printing filament, because some of them, especially if they're made of TPU or TPE, they're hygroscopic. They like to absorb moisture from the air. It's like, it's like camera lenses. Camera lenses, you cannot store them in a moist place because they'll grow mold. In the case of 3D printing filament, they absorb moisture, and so if you put them through the 3D printer, you start hearing popping sounds like it's the moisture inside the filament boiling off. It makes it sound like you're frying an egg in there. This is the best wire stripper you can have. It's an automatic wire stripper I bought from Ace Hardware, and these are great. That much. Ta-da! And that's it. Strip. Also this way, a lot of these skills, a lot of people like to talk about how I seem to have many skills, not just with my voice, not just with Pierce, but with also other stuff. I never learned them as a child. In fact, when I was coming in my 20s, I barely knew anything. It was kind of frustrating that I found out later on is because my mother wanted it that way, because she just wanted me to focus on studies. What studies? School. Okay, so I'm not supposed to learn anything else but whatever the school teaches me? Yeah, because we want you to have a good job when you grow up. I can't get a job because of that, because I didn't learn anything else. Thanks, Mom. Most of my adulthood has been catching up, and I had to find out on my own how to learn those things, especially since I don't have a father figure. My father passed away when I was 5, so it was just my mother, and I don't think she even finished high school, and she can't read like ABCs. She can speak Tagalog, sort of, and that's about it. She doesn't know English. I have to translate things for her. Since I was a kid, I had to translate English stuff, like bank shit. A child. Jeez. She got by due to the goodwill of strangers around this neighborhood. She couldn't live anywhere else. She had to live where the Chinese people are, because otherwise, she couldn't go anywhere else. New LTT screwdriver. Yes, I bought a second one. Oh yeah, I have to turn on this light. There we go. Sorry about that. Phillips. Yep. And the frustrating thing is, so many people out there want to be my replacement father figure. Like, seriously, it was frustrating. They're all disappointing because they have nothing to either they have nothing to teach me, or they're bad teachers. The worst thing about adults of those generations is that if they know you're smart, they treat you like some, like how a lot of people treat gifted children, which, by the way, is such a misnomer. Like, that shit don't exist. All children are gifted in their own way. Yeah, sure, I was book smart, but I wasn't exactly, smart. I was pretty dumb, actually. I was very socially dumb. My mother wanted it that way, funny enough, because my mother wanted me to focus on my studies. To her, that meant I couldn't socialize. Jesus Christ. It's not to say that she discouraged me from having friends, but she kind of, steered me towards that direction. It's not until like very late in my life where I had to learn social skills, and even now I still find it really difficult. Think of being the ability to socialize as like a muscle. You have to work out that muscle. Socializing with other people, talking, small talk. I never got those reps, not really, not until very late in my life. And at that point I was too socially awkward, and when you're socially awkward, most people don't want to talk to you because you're cringe. It'd be nice if I can catch up now and socialize with people. The problem is I find most people cringe. Their attempts at being nice, I find it cringe. I'm a very, very, very cynical person. People try to help me. I wouldn't say they're trying to get something from me, but more like your attempts at getting through to me are cringe. I just find it cringe. I have to resist that. That's my ego talking. I know it's my ego talking, and I have to resist. No. They're trying to be nice. That's their way of showing kindness. And I have to remember, I'm not neurotypical. In my head, I may view such civil behavior as, weird, because no one has done it for me before. And a lot of my relatives, like going back to the whole father figure thing, they all failed one way or another because I felt like they did not treat me like a human being who could learn things. Here's what I don't like about the culture I was raised in. If you don't get it the first time, they act as if you'll never get it. They act as if you're stupid, and so they called me stupid all my life. Wait, what is it? Am I smart or stupid? The problem is when the adults around you view you as smart, and you are kind of smart, and you're able to coast through most of your academic life, and then later on, when you hit like high school or college and things get challenging, you're shell-shocked by the fact that, wait a minute, I thought I'm smart. Why can't I get this? Maybe I'm not smart after all. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. Maybe they were right whenever they would call me stupid. That vicious cycle of, what am I, smart or stupid? And it turned out, you've been misled all along, the whole time, because they themselves don't know the difference, because they're bad teachers. So I had to relearn how to learn. That the best way to learn, for me at least, is outside of rote learning, outside of school. The best way to learn is by solving problems. That's what I got into, and that's how I learned things like this. You go through one problem at a time. You go through life one day at a time. Sooner or later, you learn. And as you learn, you grow. That's how it is. I don't have a human father figure, but what I have is the internet. Is where I went to learn a lot of things that my family failed to teach me. The internet is where I learned how to cook rice. Most Filipino families, they would make their kids cook the rice, saing. I never learned that from my family. I learned it from the internet. Washing clothes, proper way to sweep the floor. I learned all that shit from the internet because my mother didn't make me do chores. Why? You don't make me do chores, and you would call me lazy. I'm just ranting here, ranting and rambling about, you know, how the adults around me failed me. That's how I got to where I am now, you know. If you know me personally, and you know me as that guy who seemed to have like 100 skills. That, well, there you go. There's my origin story. It's not a superpower. It's a learning is a skill that you have to practice. Over the last decade or so, I got a lot of practice at the expense of everything else, at the expense of living a normal life, because, you know, I wasn't given a fair chance. I really feel that I wasn't given a fair chance. I live in fairly comfortable circumstances, but it comes at a price. I don't have a normal family life, having been born a bastard, and that's actually what I'm jealous of. I'm not jealous of cars or money, flashy clothes or whatnot. I'm not jealous of that. I'm jealous of a normal family life, because I can't stand my family because of the way they are and how they treated me. They're not evil, but they are selfish, unfortunately. And maybe you think it's unfair of me to call them selfish. Well, I had to live with them. This video is going to be really difficult to edit, because I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of this shit, because I'm just rambling, and there may have been things that I said that I wouldn't want to be in the final product. But hey, this is why I'm doing it. These videos are supposed to last only like 4 minutes on average, but somehow this task is taking me longer than usual because I'm talking while I'm doing it. Yeah, this might end up being a 10-minute video. 10-minute video of me trauma dumping while wiring my own extension cable. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Hell, here's a Ouroboros. Yeah, that should do me well. I only need a short one. That's the great thing about learning how to make something like this. You can make it as long or as short as you want for just for your needs. This is great. Last sip of my tea, and cool down. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for now. Till next time, stay Tor.